So today we are making some vegan pasta. I'm going to start with some pink Himalayan salt sprinkled into this water. You can add in some oil at this point if you would like to keep the pasta from sticking. I didn't have any problems with my pasta sticking, so I did go ahead and pour in my pasta. And I'm using, as you can see, bow tie pasta. I'm going to give this just a quick stir. And I'm going to go ahead and start on chopping up my veggies. I have portobello mushrooms, tomato, some plant-based butter. This is Earth Balance, and a white onion. I'm going to go ahead and chop these up. So I do have, like I said, portobello mushrooms, beef steak, tomatoes, and white onions. I'm going to go ahead and add the butter to the pan and then dump in my white onions. Get that good and sizzling, and then I'm going to go ahead and dump in my mushrooms and then dump in my tomatoes, or add in my tomatoes. I hate that I'm saying dump. Yeah, add in the tomatoes. These are beefsteak tomatoes, so you can definitely give the onions time to caramelize before you add in the beefsteak tomatoes, but you can add them in early because they're beefsteak, so they're a lot more firm. So I'm going in with some salt-free table seasoning by Miss Dash. Then I'm going to use up the rest of this lemon pepper. Not really, y'all. I'm just going in with a little bit of it, a little bit of lemon pepper. And then I'm going to add in some garlic powder. This is by McCormick. It's just some regular garlic powder. I'm adding that to that. You can add in as little or as much as you like. That's all I'm going to be using for this dish. I'm going to go in with some complete seasoning and just sprinkle once again as little or as much as you would like. Then I'm going to go ahead and stir everything, combine all of the seasonings together, and just make sure it is fully incorporated. Let it saute for a little bit. I like to add seasonings to every layer of my food. As long as it's not too much salt, it's never enough, never too much seasoning. So then I'm going to go in with some frozen spinach, y'all. You can absolutely, most definitely, positively use fresh spinach if you want. But I'm using frozen spinach because it works just as well as fresh spinach. Maybe not, it may not taste as fresh, but it definitely tastes good. This is half a cup of tomatoes that I'm going to add in here. This is canned tomatoes. You can use fresh tomatoes. As you see earlier on in the video, I did add fresh tomatoes. I'm going in with some lemon pepper. Like I said, I like to add seasoning to every layer. That was complete seasoning that I added, and now I'm sprinkling a little bit of seasoning by Miss Dash, and this is the salt-free table blend seasoning. So it has multiple seasonings in it. That's garlic powder that I am now going to add into it, and then I'm just going to stir it all up, get everything nice and evenly incorporated, and then I'm going to simmer this and let it come to, like I said, a simmer. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in, you can add in a little bit of vegetable broth. At this point, I'm going to add in some heavy whipping cream. This is by Silk, and it is a non-dairy option. I absolutely love this stuff, y'all. You're not missing anything. It has no flavor to it, so it doesn't taste like coconut, because typically when you want that creamy consistency, you would use maybe like coconut milk. But with this Silk non-dairy creamer, heavy whipping cream, you can make whipped cream. You can add it to ice cream. You can add it to dishes, savory dishes such as this one. And y'all, it still gets the job done. It's absolutely amazing. Anyway, after stirring that up, I allowed it to come to a complete simmer. Then I added in my bow tie pasta. I like to add a little bit of pasta at a time, just so that I can make sure all of the pasta gets that nice coating of seasoning and flavor on it. So I'm just stirring this up really, really well until I get it all stirred up, all the pasta added, and it looks like this. And then I go in with a little squeeze of lemon juice over the top. I love the lemon taste. It doesn't taste too much like lemon, but it's really good. And then here is our bowl of bow tie pasta with pepper on top. And yes, this was absolutely amazing. If you decide to try this recipe, please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn your notification bell on so that you're updated when I post.